All right, I'm back. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna mute myself.
You ain't know you couldn't eat lobster, crab legs and shrimp. You ain't know you couldn't eat bacon, catfish and ham. You ain't know that we the people. You ain't know that we were them. You ain't know that we were special. It's okay.
I can tell you who you are. It's in the script, you ain't know it. The most I called you is chosen while you living in the dark. Change your ways, renew your heart. It's time to come back to the laws. You ain't know that you was royal. You ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know that you was lost. You ain't know you had to sauce. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know you.
Shum ya, now walla. Bun ya how would I? Bun ya sharala. A high five, shimmy, shape, rockadama. We the children of the Bible, so we got a quam, ya sharala. We the people. We peculiar, we ain't never been equal to anybody. Don't believe me, read about it. All the sauce, yeah, we got it. We the salt of the earth. In season, dropping knowledge, drop them haters, cause they dumb. We know where they come from. Made for wood and stone in the long gone Babylon. I hire my power, you shire my rock. Can't forget the Holy Spirit, the real rock without she.
TBT Radio Live.
Crab legs and shrimp. You ain't know you couldn't eat bacon, catfish and ham. You ain't know that we the people. You ain't know that we were them. You ain't know that we were special. It's okay, cause I can
tell you who you are. It's in the script, you ain't know it. The most I called you is chosen while you living in the dark. Change your ways, renew your heart. It's time to come back to the laws. You ain't know that you was royal. You ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know that you was lost. You ain't know you had to sauce. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know you Yasharala. Look at the scripture and you will see that we are Jacob and we fit the description, but we don't listen from the prophecies, the melanin pigment, now that's precision. Either accept the truth or choose to stay ignorant. It's your decision, know your work. We've been down so long, it's time to come back to the word. God's people still exist, I don't care about what you heard. Now it's time to repent and it's time to do the work.
TBT Radio Live.
Next up, even though we messed up, we fell short, he still blessed us to live, that's love. All this black talk is dead to me. I'm a Jew by bloodline. Some of y'all is scared to see. I'm taking back what was mine. Ain't nothing they can do. I won't fold them standing bold. You can try to hurt my flesh, but you can never kill my soul. I ain't scared, and I ain't running. Spread this gospel, teach is true, and that's just how we coming. I can tell you who you are. It's in the script, you ain't know it. The most I called you is chosen while you living in the dark. Change your ways, renew your heart. It's time to come back to the laws. You ain't know that you was royal. You ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know that you was lost. You ain't know you had to sauce. You ain't know it, you ain't know it, you ain't know you Yasharala.
We don't celebrate pagan holidays. Ain't no Sunday worship. We keep the Sabbath day. I ain't tryna hate, and I ain't throwing shade. I'm just showing love while I educate. Oh, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. You ain't know to keep the law. You ain't know it, you ain't know it. You ain't know that we was lost. You ain't know that we was lost. Oh, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. You ain't know to keep the law. You ain't know it, you ain't know it. You ain't know that we was lost. You ain't know that we was lost. You ain't know we Yasharala.
Oh boy, CO, we just blessed another one.
Peace and blessings, family. What's going on, family? It's your brother Chop along with. Alright, you on mute, man. You on mute.
Alright, my bad. Your brother Akshan, we in here.
Yes.
Glad to see y'all in this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody for coming through today. Yeah, we got a nice show for y'all today. Reading between the punchlines. So just going on for what happened on the last show, you know, breaking down what's actually in these bars. You know, you a bar only tells a fraction of the full story. It only really tells a fraction of the full story. But when you actually break down what's in between these things, you get the whole masterpiece. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. So, man, won't be a long one. But it's just a couple things that's been out there that we want to speak on. Some of which it won't only be just, you know, true music bars. Some y'all may know or heard or seen on your timeline. We're gonna touch on that. For most of our people, I know we're not really into secular music, but we may have some brothers and sisters that's listening that are into it. So just trying to keep that balance. So we're gonna dive into it, read into a couple of these punchlines and concepts of these songs, and like I said, just enjoy the night. So
we'll go ahead and get into this thing real quick. First off, all praise to the Most High for letting us see another day. So if y'all ain't already did it, make sure y'all go tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that TBT Radio is live right now. Go tell them, y'all. Hit that share button, hit the thumbs up so we can drive traffic towards here that didn't know that we exist. Let them know we exist.
So please share. So without further ado, for all my, you know, music lovers, the lyricists that's out there, those that really listen to music for meaning, you know, we encourage you all to come in with us. Like I said, even, you know, call in. I don't know if you got the call in number. I know one of the topics was pretty prominent or heavily discussed in the Hebrew community. One of the songs we're gonna go into, so I think it'll be second. So we're gonna dive right into it. We're gonna got to put the disclaimer out there, fair use. I think we already put the you know, we have the screen where we let it be known to YouTube that, you know, we're not trying to use people's music content for clout or anything like that. But it's just for educational purposes. So this next song, which is very popular in the music community, urban music community, called God Did. We're gonna play it, get a little reaction from us. And we're gonna talk about it a little bit. We're gonna talk about it. Let the truth be told about it. So let's get it.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna share my screen so everybody else can see the screen here. Let's see how we gonna get this together here. All right.
Shalom to everybody in the chat. That's in the chat. Appreciate you all for coming through. But yeah, as you would now listen to the name of the song, right? God Did. Let's play. Let's see if the title matches, you know, the content.
Let's see. They got some funky stuff going on with this computer here right now.
Yeah, I sent you the clean voice so we can keep it clean. I know sometimes children be listening to them.
Okay, you sent me the clean one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So we'll just go with the audio because I was going to play the one with the lyrics on it. So we'll go with the clean one.
Alright.
Alright, so we just ain't
I'd
gonna
like
worry
to
about it.
thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual.
We ain't sponsoring them. So we gotta wait till this ad make it through here. I don't want this ad here.
There you go.
Still want to push stuff now. All right, here we go.
Breaks my heart. Y'all see what's going on.
So I'm gonna bring the lyrics back up. They keep on trying to throw these other little things up here, but go ahead.
So as you can see, man, because I wanted us to get into this because you know, a lot of us, you know, even us, I said, we don't try to come off as condescending or, you know, condemning people. At one time when we was in the world, right, anytime we would hear a mention of God in a rap song, definitely right for our rappers, you know, those that love the rap, love the hip hop, we would be like, oh man, they giving praises to God. Or when they would get their rewards, right? First I want to give honor to God, right? That's what I'm trying to understand with this song. Is it's pretty clear that, you know, what God it is. I think he made a bar of tub full of money, right? Things like that, right? He came off saying God is great. So it's a lot of confusion. It's like, what are they getting at? But you have our people, like I said, we was there at one point. We hear, just because we hear God, we think it's the Most High God. When in all actuality, they know what God they're speaking about, right? So man, it just baffles me, and I'm pretty sure because I've seen a lot of people, you know, sharing this song, you know, liking it. I think it's at millions. I mean, you expect that from the artist that's on it. I think the artists on it, we got Rick Ross, for those that, you know these people, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
And
so
even John Legend.
John Legend. And he's just on there for 2 seconds, but they just want his name on there, so they could I guess get that traction or the people pull to it. But I'm saying, like, when people hearing it, they're not separating the fact that they're not talking about the God of the Bible. Are they? Or are they? So, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Kev in, man. If let's see what he had to say. We're gonna continue to build on this song. It's a couple more things. Were you able to hear that, Kev? Let's welcome Kevo in the truth.
Shalom, y'all. Yeah, I heard the few bars that Ross did get off. Yeah, I heard.
So he said, what one of the things he said what? He says, Lord knows I'm a sinner.
Yeah, I was actually just looking up looking up the lyrics while.
Yeah, I got the lyrics right here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and share the lyrics with y'all right now. And I ain't gonna forget to share my audio this time. I ain't gonna forget to do that. We gonna make sure we get that done. So where we at?
All praise. I know what the sister says. Soon as she heard those names, she know not to listen, which is right? But you got, the truth of the matter is, some of us in this walk still listen. Right? We may listen to, to do things like what we're saying now. It ain't a leisure listen to this, this music. But we'll listen to, to see, because you got to think about it. The teenagers that's in this walk, they still, we got to be truthful with it. They still trying to listen to their favorite rappers in which they think, so it's up. The parents have to keep an ear out. So word to the parents, please be, at least listen to know what your children is listening to and know what to pray for, right?
Right.
That's another reason why you need to read between them punchlines. But man, what y'all brothers have to say to this, man?
So just off the rip for me, one of the first things that you were speaking on was when he was speaking about the tub full of money, because that's one of the first things that he opened up with was talking about his riches. So if we go into the bars here, right here on the screen, it say already right here. He said, I'm gonna try to highlight it here for everybody else. It said, a tub full of money, I still can't relax. I still can't relax. We know money is the root of all evil. we already know that off the rip. We know money is the root of all evil. You got a whole lot of money to where you have a tub full of money.
And check out what he said. He still can't relax.
He still can't relax. Well, it's an old proverb that they used to say that was in the Bible, but it's not in the Bible. I look for it. I promise I look for it. It was a great one. It said, "A fool and his money shall soon depart."
Oh, that's Proverbs.
No, it ain't in there. It ain't in there. It's not there.
Oh yeah, I think I heard it the other day. So I'll get it for you though. You was going somewhere with it. But yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to point something out with even this bar we bringing out. Like, cause some of us, we know we have life that's hitting us all upside the head. We all can agree on that, right?
Right.
And when I say life, I mean bills and expenses, right?
Right.
So sometimes we can get caught up in this desire for mammon, or riches, right? Mm-hmm. So you got those that's really caught up in the what the world the only thing that the world has to offer. They see these people like your Rick Rosses, right? And they're like, man, that's the life.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're really listening to the bars, like I didn't even catch that, but if you're listening to the bar, he say he got a tub full of money, he still can't relax. And that's what the word warns us from. Right?
Chasing money.
What do a man profit if he gain the whole world, even all the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lose what?
Lose his soul. Because the scripture tell you as well, it said labor, but not to be rich. They still the new thing is get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. That's all it is nowadays. Is get the bag.
Scripture say you can't serve mammon.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Most high. So if you still got a tub full of money and you still can't relax, like
why would we want?
What are you? Who are you? Like who are you seeking?
Or why should we want that life that they got? But they're being propped up as the life that the youth or even we at one point wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, it says if that's the life you want, you will never get relaxed. You will never relax or have peace. And that's what comes with Christ, though. Christ is trying to show us a way to get that eternal peace. This brother letting you know he's not, just because he got the money and the living life, he still ain't at peace.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, like I said, any bar you want to catch, Kev, you can speak on it. But it was crazy. Like I said, I wanted to dive into when he was saying, I'm a sinner. So a lot of them have accepted the fact that they're sinners. But this is the thing, though, like when we could get blindsided, and like I said, it's not to condemn them, but okay, if you know you're doing wrong, but on top of that, you're promoting that wrong, how can one be justified in promoting the wrong that they know is wrong?
You can't. You can't at all.
But I'm saying, but it's the thing, the listeners are listening to it and find a way to say that this is, like they're gonna still incorporate God in it. That's why I brought this song out, or we're bringing this song out. They're still gonna connect the Most High to these guys, thinking that they're speaking about the God of the Bible.
Right. God did. That's a vague term. But let's play that part that you was talking about. I'm gonna wound it back, and I'm gonna wound it back and play that part.
All right.
Let me get it going here. And there you go, right there. So it's the next bar. It's tired spinning. Lord forgive me. I'm a sinner. Conquer, divide inwards, wrong side of the what's that word? Kevo, come on, help me out, brother. Petition. I tried to get it out, but petition, only divine winning. It's like, okay, come on.
That only divine winning part, that jump out at me because it's like, well, I mean, you started off talking about dividing and conquer and a tub full of money. And he's going in and saying only divine winning. I mean, the beat still slap, you know what I'm saying? He's flowing, only divine winning. But, for those who know what it is, who got ears to hear, eyes to see, I mean, come on now. When you think of divine winning, like if I was to go up to him and ask him what divine winning really is, like, could he actually answer that? You know what I mean? Or would he stand on these lyrics and say that's what divine winning is?
But you gotta
You know,
think about it, like
divine winning.
a lot of these guys, like I know we're gonna end up going into one of his songs one of these times. What's this guy name? Kevin Gates.
Oh boy.
They're tapping into certain spiritual, quote unquote, spiritual things, right?
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like people, like we're not gonna even dive into all of it because we could get lost in the sauce. I want to make sure we get to the one of the main points that the Hebrew community was talking about, which is the next song. But divine winning for them, they know the God they serve.
Right.
Hey,
You see what I'm saying?
And
It's spiritual things like promoting fornication, being in fornication, even some of the behind things they do. Y'all get what I'm saying now?
right.
Yeah. The home, that part.
Right.
That they have to do so that they can continue to win in this particular fashion monetarily.
It's crazy that you know, it's like we was just saying, you know what you're doing is wrong, but it seems like they can't help themselves but to talk about what they doing wrong and what they're continuing to do wrong. You making blood money now. You profiting. If we like we was talking before we came on air, and it hit me earlier in the week where it was like, if we just sat here and just read this, like say this is a piece of literature here, and we just sat here and just read this, and the book name is God Did, and we started reading the book, we'll be like, this ain't got nothing to do with
God.
It's just like Kefo said, the beat slap. That beat slap, if it didn't have that beat on it, and they was just trying to push these lyrics to the masses, and somebody coming up there talking this, say for instance, they came on national TV just saying these words, it'd start a whole ride. As many quote unquote God fearing people as in the US.
And that's why we bring it out. I know one might say, well, why y'all talking about this song? Because they're staking claim to God and subliminally, but or unconsciously, they're acting as if they're promoting the Most High, but they're not. And they're going to have the youth pull to this, because that's why I keep going to the part about him saying he's a sinner. Then he goes off and he goes on to say something about, please forgive me, God did. So it puts people in that mindset of, oh, I can do whatever I'm doing. God's going to forgive me.
Right. Most High don't, just being frank with Most High don't owe you nothing. His mercy for him ain't the same mercy for you. And just to put this out there real quick, Kevo, don't compare grace and mercy when it comes to judgment. What the Most High said, he'll have mercy on who he had mercy on. And look, the wicked have their day.
And I was gonna say, we know that scripture when it says, "Shall we sin that grace may abound?" It says, God forbid. So when he's going into it saying, please forgive me, God did. Like, so he's basically saying the stuff that he's doing and the stuff that he'll continue to do. Saying it basically comes off as saying, I'm already forgiven. So now you're asking what? I guess for man to forgive him because God did. I mean, you should seek, to be forgiven by your brethren, but it kind of comes off almost as like he's not even really concerned with God, because it's like God always gonna forgive me, so y'all forgive me because God already did, when that's not really the case. I mean, but like you said, Sham, it's misleading to the youth, because those are the ones that's more gullible. But I wanted to ask something. I want to let you get yours in this y'all show. I wanted to say, do you think that they're catering more to the youth or an older crowd? Like, who, regardless, whoever's digesting this and, is living by this is, being misled. But who do you feel like?
It's either way. It's the whole mindset. So why I was speaking or pointing toward the youth, because they stand no chance looking up to these guys as OGs and wanted to look out, out for guidance. So then you have the older generation, like you speaking of, that, they may have some level of God fear, the fear of the Most High in them, but, They in that world and they like, okay, yeah, he's speaking my language because it's being taught in churches that, you know, the Most High gonna forgive you. You know, he hates the sin but love the sinner type of situation. You know,
and that's why I asked that, because I know I you can clearly look at this and see the context of what they talk about. It's like it's easy bait for the youth, but it's funny because it seems like, you know, it seems like whenever they use like a Ross or a Jay-Z, sometimes it seems to me like they're speaking to the older crowd, because I got family members, I got older brother, uncles and stuff that listen to this, and it's kind of like some of it echoes, you know, how their mindsets, and it's like it just perpetuates it for real. And it's funny because it's like a snare in the trap. It's like, okay, I hear it, you know what I'm saying, the beat catchy, but you know, is that how you really living? Is that what you really standing on? Do you really care? Do you really care about what the Most High can do for real? So, but it's this whole song, like when you really break it down, apart from the beat, like Chop was saying, it's really what's really going on, like the mindset of some of the, you know, some of the adults out here, which is sad.
You spot on, and that's why we're bringing it out, because when you really look behind what they're saying, you see the spirit of it. And we ain't even got all the way through the song, and we're seeing the spirit that's behind this song. Like I said, this introduction, it welcomes. Okay, you can be the best that you can be. God gonna forgive you. But yet, a lot of us are not. I mean, a lot of our people are not even putting forth the effort to be the best of being obedient to the Most High that we can be. You see what I'm saying? And this hinders us. It hinders us from even considering it, because we already think what God did. He already forgave.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm about to read in these lyrics, y'all, because I only heard this song one time, and I did feel like, you know, they like the catchy beat. I'm like, all right, they talking their stuff, but to actually read the lyrics is different. I only heard the song once. It's
different. So
I don't know what's about to come across this thing. Like,
so check this out here. Check this out here, and I'm gonna share the screen with everybody else so they can see it too. Share the screen with everybody else too. So if you look in the lyrics here, right after he said, "Please forgive me, God did. So leave me in the dark,
swimming with the sharks."
Swimming with the sharks. Keep on going. He said, "Dope boy, big calm. Still the biggest boss, got a kilo on the plate and sending them on a flight, or I can go and buy a bank. I know my money's safe." Your money ain't safe. He don't touch nothing. It's already been proven that he don't touch nothing. What are you talking about? It's already been proven. They already broke Rick Ross down in the community, in the rap community, you know, and different things like that. Not just because he was a correctional officer before he started doing all of that stuff. You know, people worked. I know a lot of people from the hood that, you know, worked correctional officers. You know, they was trying to get that bag. They was probably the only ones that was paying big money. But outside of that, you still, how you gonna have a song talking about the Most High did it, or quote unquote God did it, and then flaunt a life of crime?
Because he's like I said, without having the eyes to see.
It said to stop the stream. Let me see here.
Let us know if y'all can hear us. Had a little hiccup.
All right, it says excellent connection. All right, give us some sevens if y'all can hear us. Throw some sevens in there real quick. I see the chat jumping again. It said we got an excellent connection on our end. All right, we back at it. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Now I was on Kev. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that let me try to get it back. I was saying basically, you know, everything that is so far that's what's being spoke about. You know, it promote, like you were saying, Sham, it promotes the God that they serve. And I was saying that a lot of times people, like, well, we know a lot of people, they don't even really understand the God of the Bible. They put the Most High in a box or try to make him like their own personal God, and they equate worldly success to the blessings of God. So you know what I mean? Like your plug just came through with whatever. Now you know what I'm saying. You praise. Do you praise God for that? You know what I'm saying? Like you just said.
I'm trying to see how they could praise God for selling a kilo.
You know, I feel like it's blatant, but maybe some, like you said, some people don't have the eyes to see, you know, or is it just a slap in their face? And you know, some people just don't care,
and that's why we bringing it out because people don't care and people think they can just flaunt, you know, the persona of the Most High around, and it's okay. Nah,
but they should just already go ahead and say, I don't care.
They know their grandmamas ain't jacking that.
But hey, I just said though, just like you were stating about, you know, your uncles and, you know, and family, Don was like, this right here, what we playing, and I know this is one of their one of their go-tos at this moment because it's the newest and fresh off the press. They said this is grown folks music. What we listening to right now is grown folk music or talking about right now.
That's different. I mean, it's funny how it changed. So that's different grown folk music than when I was, you know, coming up. You know, they was really listening to some different stuff like the Isley Brothers. That was grown folk music when I was coming up. So now this is grown folk music. I mean,
hey, I'm glad you said that. Kevo, we got to bring you back too.
It's different than some of the other, you know, than some of the stuff that's being peddled to the. I mean, like we were saying, like this could easily. It seems like anything could deceive the youth. I feel like this is speaking to an older crowd as well, but you know, some of the other stuff that's out, you know, the little babies and stuff, that stuff speaks to, you know, the younger crowd. And I feel like I just lost my train of thought. Can y'all help me get it back?
But yeah, like the little babies and stuff like that. But I didn't heard a lot of the quote unquote OGs listening to that too.
But like, I wish I had the video. I wish I had the video because Lil Wayne made it.
I lost my thought.
Check this out, but let me speak and it probably a jog it back. Lil Wayne made a statement. They asked him, how does he stay relevant being an OG in rap? How does he stay relevant? He said, accepting and embracing music in general as a whole. Any new music that comes, accept it and embrace it. That's how you stay relevant. If you don't accept it and you don't embrace it, you'll get ate up and you'll get thrown to the side because you're not keeping up with the times. So the youth that's kind of creating the sound now and creating things, now they're fresh, new sound. So if you're not getting in and getting hip with what's going on, you're gonna fall to the wayside. When it comes to worldly music, you're gonna fall completely to the wayside. And the point.
So what does that speak to right there? I know it's layers to, you know, when the words speak or when the word is spoken. Like we got different elements to it. So that shows us if the older rappers are following the youth, that means that the youth is what? Ruling over the what? The younger.
Hey, look.
Children be your what?
Oppressors. And see,
so it's oppressing the messages that was once at least considered. Like I said, I think we're gonna dive into some of those, some of them old quote unquote hits, and see, okay, is it really what we thought it was?
All right, so
let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
All right, so let's skip through the song. Let's skip through the song now, because I actually want to get to Jay-Z's part. Or
I think we only like 6 bars in, 8 bars in. Right. You know, Jay-Z got a whole 100 bars.
We're not gonna go into the whole 100 bars. We're gonna go into the bars that I was speaking on right before we came in, because that was the hard hitting part for me. That was the hard hitting part for me when he said what he said. Or Jay-Z, I don't want to call him ho. I've been so used to calling him ho my whole life. I used to be a Jay-Z fan.
Beginning of his verse. So we're gonna see what God they talking about.
Okay, where we at?
I want you to play it. See if you can get right to where his verse at and play it.
All right. Here
Ross's part right now.
Did you hear that? He's letting you know what God. Jay who?
He exalting himself, you know.
But you see what I'm saying? Like he's intertwined with his God. Jehu, what's the God? One of the names of Satan. Je
God,
what? Jeho what?
Come
God.
on. Come on.
Trying to pull up these lyrics myself.
Cause he said, but God did. Nah, Hove did.
Oh, did.
Hove did.
So people don't get it twisted on what God he served. He's like, yeah, Jehovah did, pretty much.
He said, please, Lord, forgive me for what the
The
stove did.
stove did.
Nobody touched the Billy until Hove did. How many billionaires can come from Hove crib? Man, he mean that, like when he speak like this, you got to understand how Jay-Z write his bars. You can't just look at it for face value. Don't never look at Jay-Z bars for face value at all. Period.
It's just like it's just what I mean. Surface level, I can see how people listen to this. You know what I mean? Like I said, I haven't listened to this. Like I only heard this song once, maybe twice. You know what I mean?
This is my first time hearing it.
I'm not riding around listening to it. But when I did hear it, I'm like, okay, he's talking this stuff. But we all know, what the underlying basis, of a lot of these songs is. But what I'm getting at is that, it's like a sense of pride, I guess, talking about the money, because he's saying nobody touched a Billy before Hove did. It's really like it's it's just dealing with pride at this particular stage in the bars. It just seems like it's dealing with pride. It's bigging itself up. It's letting you know who it is that he served. When you hear the title God did, you ain't expecting, you know what I mean? If you just put God did and don't, like Chop was saying, and don't let nobody know who the rappers are, none of that, you're not gonna really expect. If you ask the consensus of people, I don't think you would expect this type of content, you know what I mean? And not saying it's the most vulgar and outlandish content in the world, but at the same time, it's still worldly, you know what I mean? It's not nothing that'll get you into the kingdom. It's not nothing edifying for your soul, you know what I mean? This is all worldly substance right now that we're reading about, which is why I feel like the older generation, as well as younger generation, can rock with it so heavy.
And that's the bad thing about it, because it does not come off as a problem. It's accepted as an answer.
And I ain't heard the spirit of God in this joint yet.
You ain't.
Yes, y'all did. You did. Y'all did hear the spirit of God. The spirit of God is all through this song. The spirit of their God. I'm telling you. And we gotta call a spade, man. And then, like I said, this is the thing. Like, if we get caught up in it, like, oh man, it's just promoting, being, knowledgeable and confident. And then guess what? That spirit jump on you.
Hey man, they should have put me in here. I would have turned the whole song around for them, you know what I mean? But nah,
well,
maybe I
had to make a
little 11, the whole lump. I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's what I was just gonna say, man. We probably try to get the beat, but the beat is already it's contaminated. But man, let's go to the next point. I didn't know we was on that one that long. Appreciate everybody coming in. Ra'ash, hey man, if you still got the link, if you still in for this next point, I do want you to come in because you spoke about this one time on one of the other broadcasts. If you still got the Zoom link, if you don't, send me a message, man. We want you to come in and see what you got to say on this next one. Let's go to the next one, Chop.
Real quick, Sam.
All right, go ahead.
Say something. I didn't want to just let that go by. You said the beat. Do you really feel like the beat is contaminated,
bro? And I'm gonna put it out there. We've been, and then all of us are guilty. In the truth, right?
Yeah.
Of taking these beats from used songs, right? And from these producers that are in the world and that's seeking the same God we talk about that's in this song, right? With this music is spiritual. I'm gonna say it like this: like when I make a beat or anything like that, I could feel my essence going into it. That's how connected. If this is a
Okay.
ministry, we're supposed
Yeah.
to feel our essence going into the music. Do you all feel that when you're doing your music?
Yeah,
Facts.
facts.
I got a
Facts.
little bit of pushback though. I do have a little bit of pushback, but I agree with you.
Okay,
But-
and I
and
welcome
check this
it.
out.
I agree with you.
And all
Just a tiny
artists
bit
can
of-
say that, right? Because what do we say? The Spirit did that, right?
Con, I agree
Because
with you
the
on that
Spirit
part.
did that.
Con,
What spirit was it? What spirit was it?
con.
So
Cause-
go ahead. What you
Real
got
quick,
to
yeah,
say?
real,
Go ahead, because I want to speak on it after you, Kevo.
All right. Okay. So just as far, I'm not saying just as far as this beat goes, you know what I mean? And I brought that up because Shadiawar was actually me and him was in talks. He came to me, he was in talks. He wanted the remix this with me and him. And I do feel like it could be turned around to a positive. And in the same token, like I said, I agree with you as far as some of these songs, like a lot of these songs, the spirit that's behind them when they're creating a beat, when they in the lab cooking it up, it's not never. It's a lot of it's not intended to be anything godly. So they already got a carnal spirit behind them when they cooking up some of these beats. Some of them slapped to me still, but you know what they intend when they cooking up these beats. For this particular beat, though, did you see the origin of it? I don't know if it's 100% true, but I did see somebody shared it. Like the guy who actually made the beat, he was cooking it up. Looked like he was in his room or something. Like it wasn't no expensive setup. It looked like it was somebody from the bottom who actually made it, and like DJ Khaled just snatched it and made his spin to it. So I really feel like I think the beat actually came from an organic place. They just jumped on it and did their thing. But that was the only point I had to make on that. But I do agree with you, Sham. Some of these beats you can't even touch. Like they just, as soon as you hear it, like you can't hear nothing clean across it because you already know what the original one was about and how it make you feel.
And this is my thing with it. This is my thing with it. And I've been with it. And I think I did one. I think I did one here recently since I stopped dealing with tracks that somebody had already had done. Because in my opinion, it's my opinion. I feel like it's unprofessional to do so because we creating a sound, that's not like unto the world, but still something that goes with it. I watched this show called I think you've seen it too, Kevo. Me and you, we talked about it. I think it's called Vinyl Roulette. It's like Vinyl Roulette, where producers they go around and they wear blind. They take them into a record store. They put a blindfold on them and they go around. And they pick 3 records, and then after they pick these 3 records, they take it to the studio and they chop that record up or sample that record and then make a beat out of it. On one of the episodes, they had David Banner come through, and I seen a lot of producers do this same thing before they get ready to make a beat. David Banner, he said, I don't know what everybody else been dealing with coming through here. I'm gonna burn me some sage going through here. Him, Erykah Badu on the same thing. A lot of these producers, when they go into these studios to go make their beats and stuff, they know they praying to their God going in on it. A whole ritual. So sometimes, like even like 3 6 Mafia, and I feel ashamed that I actually did do that song, to keep the law song, but it was meant to be like a smack in the face to what they had going on, and it was something that was buzzing, it was something that was popping. But now when I think about it now, it's like, look, it's like I want to take the track down, but it's like one of the most popular songs, but it's like we have a choice at the end of the day. But it's still an opinion.
And we ain't trying to be over righteous with it, neither.
Yeah.
But for all people that may be ready to say that you over righteous, no. The scriptures say what? What fellowship have light with darkness?
That's right.
And we're trying to see. We're saying that we're competing with the world of music, but we're using the world of music. If we're at war, right? And I'm at war with the French, I'm gonna send a letter and say, "Well, I need to buy some of y'all guns
Yeah.
to help us with our war against you. Could y'all look out? Yeah, we're gonna look out on you. They're gonna send you what? Tampered and faulty weapons, wouldn't you think?
Hey, that's a great analogy. That's a great point. I didn't look at it like that.
So just I can understand in the past, and even the hiccups we've had. But if we're really striving to get better and present something to the Father that He's going to be fully behind, it's time to reconsider our approach musically.
Yeah.
So let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
Hey, look. I think we probably gonna jump. I'm gonna jump down to the one.
We done with God.
Okay.
God did.
Okay.
We're going
So
over.
look.
That's right.
we
There's a
we
lot
done
in
with it.
there that we could go into. Maybe at a later time.
Pushing Fenty like what? Oh, okay. We pushing Fenty like fentanyl. I didn't even know you said that.
Yeah, but look. He said a lot of stuff.
didn't know he said that.
Jay-Z did about 30 bars.
I'd rather you be pushing Fenty than fentanyl though. But still though.
But for every bar to be compared to drugs and homicide, it's drug. Every bar is a drug bar or homicide bar.
And what I see, I'm about to call him what he is. What Jay-Z is, all he is propped up to do is show how people can graduate from the hood trap into the corporate trap.
Mm-hmm. Cause he had a bar. He said we went from being corner boys. I don't know if we own it. Yup, it's down there. He said now we just corner boys with the corner office. Said
No. Don't even skip this. He said I left the dope game with my record clean.
And we already know what that was on.
Turn the cocaine into champagne.
Where you see that at?
Let me get you.
I see it.
Okay.
So like I said, we're gonna go because like I said, we'll get sucked back into it. Let's go to the next one, man. Let's see this character right here. And Raj, I see your message, man. Hopefully we get with you, man. Get that Zoom on that so you can come in with us, man. Appreciate you all coming in though.
There's somebody else on the song? Are we off of the song?
Yeah,
Wayne on there.
See, I forgot. I forgot Wayne was even on the song. Like,
what? Wayne ain't even talk. Wayne ain't really talk about nothing. Wayne was just on there for appearances.
So he didn't rap.
He rapped. He rapped, but he like it wasn't no reading in between the lines on what he was talking about. Wayne.
It was a couple of things he said. That,
for real, you may have caught something that I didn't.
Yeah, but with what we're seeing with the music, like even what we're saying, we're reading it. Because we're reading it, we see exactly what they're saying. But if you just bopping and then these certain things is being plugged into you, it's subconscious. It's in your subconscious now.
Man, it played everything I read just played on Pride and a lot. It played everything I was reading really played on the spirit of pride. For real, like it just was a prideful feeling, like we up. You know what I mean? That's the vibe it gave off, for real. Like you can't touch us, we up. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? We them.
Right, exactly, and that's pretty much all it was anyway.
Pride. It should have been called Pride Did, for real. That'd have been.
Oh, Pride did it.
Yeah.
If y'all do it, that's what y'all should do.
They talking. You can't let that stuff suck you in.
Look. That should be the concept of the song, of a clapback saying Pride did it. You said God did it. Nope, Pride did it. The Lord let you go. Not the stove did it. Yeah, so which one you want me to go to next, Sean? Is this one here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up here.
Brace yourselves. Some of y'all probably seen this and ran into this. Brace yourself for it.
Now me and God in sync, like Biggie J and Nas, the great escape of both. The lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat. The lion and the lamb will bow down.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Dirty bitch. Now me and God in sync, like Biggie J and Nas, the great escape of both. The lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat. The lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat.
Man, did he write that?
Did you hear what he said though?
Yeah,
Did you hear what he said, Kev?
I caught it. I caught it.
So
the picture right there, the picture make it crystal clear too. Like
exactly right. So let's make this. I mean, I think everybody know this guy, but like I said, old Kurt Franklin.
Mm.
I think he said old Kurt Stanklin.
No, that's Bud Franklin.
Well, yeah, whatever he's dealing with over there, but he's showing it's coming out, and we have to make these disclaimers to show that, hey, they're coming out and letting you know who their God is now, right? This is supposed to be a Christian singer, Christian artist. I mean, look at the video. The video is looking gloomy, or somewhat demonic.
Yeah, it's like the whole red vibe that they had going here. Like, I don't even know what this is on dude's shirt though. Like,
ain't no telling.
It's blurry. I can't really see it.
Like, but still at the same time, it's like this blood red theme that they got going. And it's like everything in these award shows is devil horn. I don't know if you want to get in on that, Sean, and chime in on it, because I know you said you wanted to do something on that, on the demon time that they got going on.
Yeah. We're gonna do something on it, but we exposing now or speaking on it, right? And another reason for those that listen, we're bringing this out so we can know what we need to be praying for, not so we can highlight it or get all up in it. No, understand where we at. This is supposed to be a figure for Christians right here.
Hmm.
First off, when he started rapping,
that's what I was about to ask. I was about to ask, is he rapping? Like,
you know when he started rapping? Probably after he was on stage with a young man that promotes nothing but violence and all that, singing and hollering with him. Look, baby, y'all remember the song he did?
Yep. Yeah, we got flagged for that video. We got flagged.
I don't be tapped in like that. I don't be tapped in like that. I mean, it probably come to mind if I heard it, but I didn't I didn't know he was on stage with Lil Baby or did a song or whatever with Lil Baby.
I think it was last BET Award.
Yeah, last BET. Yep. They told TBT Radio, you cannot use this in your show. I don't care what you doing it for.
Oh, they say ain't no fair use.
Ain't no fair use for reporting on that.
So, man, we just highlighted how it's already starting off wrong. First, he supposed to be a Christian rapper. A Christian artist. He was supposed to be a singer, choir director, I thought. Now he's rapping. These is all flags, right? But then he goes to state, the lion and the lamb will bow down to the what?
To the goat. And I don't know who it was that made the simple statement that if he fixed it up and said the goat is the most high power of all things.
That's what we're going into.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know who said it, but they was like, how can he be talking about the Most High? The Most High is not relegated by time.
No. We ain't even got to that point yet. You had someone saying that they were justifying and saying that that's what he was saying, that the GOAT is the Most High.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't jacking.
That's what they were saying. The GOAT is the Most High.
Most High ain't never been. It seemed like recently, these last few years, even all this GOAT talk. Now you want to refer to the Most High as the GOAT? Nah.
But that's what I was saying. I don't know who said it around me, but that was like the Most High. That was you. Oh, okay.
Together, because remember you showed it to him, like, because I seen somebody trying to justify it and say that when he referred, trying to say, okay, nah, it ain't demonic. He ain't giving reverence to Satan, which we know he is, right? Because we know who the GOAT is. They showing you right there. But they try to say that the greatest of all, that Christ, they're trying to refer to in Revelations or in Corinthians when it speaks about Christ having to bow to the Most High, that's what he's speaking about.
I can see.
But the Most High is not the GOAT. He's not a GOAT. He's not the greatest of all time because he created what? time. So how could he be the greatest of all time if he created it and he's outside of it?
Con. Yeah.
Mm.
You destroy that right there with that. And he's supposed to know that. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to being who he is. Listen, man, I'm somewhere in the rock because I know the name. I know who Kirk Franklin is or whatever. I know his name. I don't really know none of his songs unless maybe I hear him, but he a church dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he should know that. he should know that the Most High is outside of time. But hey, he pushing something else.
He pushing Finney for fentanyl. So basically, like they know the whole BET Wars is just straight up blasphemy against the Most High now. It's like it's always been that way, but it's just blatant now. It's not even under wraps no more. It's not no secret thing no more. And including the rappers that's coming up now, like one of the I was just talking about him earlier as well, from Kentucky.
That's from here, called ESTG. I know you probably don't know nothing about him neither, Kevo. He's up and coming. You know about him?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
YM?
ESTG.
ESTG.
I don't know who that is, man.
Yeah, this dude some kind of wicked. He got a song with one of the rappers from my hometown, named 42 Doug, where
I've heard of that name before. I don't know no songs, but I know the name of it.
Yeah, I ain't hip to a lot of 42 Doug's music because he kind of came out a little bit after I came to the truth, a little bit after, but he was like up, he was up and rising, so I heard him buzzing in the streets, but not that hard. But he got a song with ESTG. Oh man, when I tell you is everything wicked. About the song is wicked. Everything about the song is wicked, from over excessive murder, from murdering little children to having little children commit murder. That's how bad the song is.
Yeah, some of the music be super.
Like, but that go hand in hand with the brother Kevin.
Like you can't even, my bad, Chop. I don't want to cut you off. Some of the music, you know what I'm saying, you can pick out certain jewels in certain music that ain't necessarily supposed that would be deemed secular music, but it's just some stuff that be out there. It's just like this is you can't get nothing from this, but nothing. Straight mischief. You know what I mean? Like this can't teach you nothing at all. So
and this is a problem. So we have to we praying that everybody that's on the call, y'all band with us. We're gonna do more of these. We need to spread this message to our family members because they're getting sucked up in this. And how important is this? The scripture tell you that evil communication corrupts good manners. If they continue to listen to this, it's only a matter of time before it manifests.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it did with us when we was in the world. You listen to this stuff all day, and then you get caught up in
life, huh?
Then a lot of us wonder why we in the truth. Struggling with fornication. All we listened to was what?
Fornication. And see, that's the thing. Like, and I want to tie that in with who you were talking about earlier, Kevin Gates. A lot of these rappers now got some real mental issues. Kevin Gates got some serious mental issues. You can hear it all through his music. Oh, what you were saying? You want to hold off on him?
Like we want to touch on everybody because we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna point out a lot of these things.
Okay.
Like I think you spoke on a little while ago on the fact that they got this thing called what's this the genre sorrow hip trap soul like that?
It's not trap soul. It's like it's something in trap. It's melody in trap or melodic trap or something like that. But pretty much. It's about them, like
just talking about their problems.
Talking about their problems. It's just me.
Just speaking number depression on people. For real.
And that's kind of where that sound. That's where that sounds. Like Rod Wave. What's that other boy name? I can't think about his name. It's the little crazy little boy that everybody got beef with now.
NBA YoungBoy.
NBA Youngboy. You can hear it all through his music and different things like that. Dude, passive aggressive. Dude got some real serious mental issues.
But check what we're seeing out though. This is who they're propping up.
Mm-hmm.
So people can idolize people that got issues, and then you wonder why you got issues. But we're gonna get ready to go to something good on the show here in a minute, right? But I know I'm gonna go back to ESTG because I think that was tried and true. Shout out to whoever that is. He said ESTG, or he or she said that ESTG is wicked, right? Man, I'm gonna go back because he had one of the songs I saw he did is called "Death Is Round the Corner," right?
Mm-hmm.
And in his hook is called "Death Is Round the Corner." I'm glad I don't know where I'm going.
Cause like that kind of collaborate with one of his bars in another song where he said something about when you speak on me and you see me in the streets, you speaking to the devil when you speaking about me.
Like
he said you speaking directly to the devil when you speak to me. So he ain't got no sense he holds no value of life. Care less about it at all. He just got shot last year.
You talking about the ES dude?
Yeah.
And we're speaking about him because if anybody from Louisville is listening, man, please repent, pray, do what you got to do because he's tied to the streets, and you got people following what he's promoting out here to youth. They look up to him because he came from where they came from, and that's what I was saying. Like they prop these guys up, so now the youth is like, okay, if he did it or she did it, now I can do it, and I can follow the exact way. Wow, you see that? The exact way that they did it. So what they're doing, they're propping up messiahs for all these different states and places, so people can follow that way instead of everybody following the true Messiah, which is Christ, and following that way.
Shoot.
Man,
has he been out? Has he been out for a while, or is he new, or what?
He been out for a little while, not too long. He signed with Gotti.
Yeah.
And I figured because I know you don't mess with Gotti, nothing like that, but like I said, we try to keep our ears to the street for the fact of, like I said, this is what's going on, man.
I know a couple Gotti jokes. I know a couple Gotti songs. I know some Gotti music.
Yeah. But like,
I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna try. I'll probably end up texting you, Sham, because I don't remember all the letters. ES something G, right?
Yeah.
I'll look him up. But I kind of already feel like I know what I'm going. Based off what y'all said, I kind of already got and who he trying to. I kind of know what I'm going to hear. But
yeah. So when it like just like what I was saying, when it comes to this dude music, like you can basically say he an open Satanist. And he ain't ashamed at all. The three songs that I heard, and the reason why when he was speaking on it, because I've heard about him for the longest, but just this week I've heard music from him where it was like nobody should listen to this dude at all. Period. You should. It should send chills down your spine hearing the words that he say. I don't care how fire them beats is. Them beats was fire, but what he's saying speaks way louder than the beat. And I've never heard a song where where what a person says speaks louder than the beat.
And it's dark, man.
Very dark. Yeah, but we ain't.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he like the truth. What's that one dude name that bit the bat head off and different things like that?
Talking about Kiss?
No, that wasn't Kiss. Yeah, they some kind of wicked too. Dang, he got his whole family with it.
I think I know who you're talking about.
His whole family with it. With that wicked stuff. His whole family with it. The wife, the daughter, and the son.
So
That wasn't even that long ago, was it?
Nah,
It was
this
like a
was
few years, like
this was years ago. This is 90s.
Ozzy Osbourne.
There you go, right there. Ozzy Osbourne. This is the Ozzy. ESCG is the trap Ozzy Osbourne. It's the trap Ozzy Osbourne.
Like, man, it's crazy. So I want to ask this question. It's for the listeners and to you, brother. Which one is worse? Him openly being, and promoting what he's promoting, or what we just spoke on with the God Did song? Which one is the worst?
The one with God did.
Why you say that?
And the reason why
let's let some of the audience put theirs in there before you give your explanation. What y'all say? Is it like I said, I know y'all probably don't know the guy, but we're letting you know, like, he's very open with, like, at once I would just try to listen to him, see if there was some hope for the brother. No, it's not.
he said no hope, bro.
no
I'm talking about
hope.
as of right now, but time and chance, oh man, most of them may shake his boat to where he come to the top like Jonah and Christ had to do. Maybe he'll come to the top of the boat one day. Let's pray for him.
Yeah,
but right now it's looking bad for him. But he's very open.
So is God did or ESTG being open?
Yeah.
So which one would y'all like an ESTG, somebody that's open and blunt with you, or God did?
No, I ain't saying which one they would like. I'm saying which one is worse for.
Oh, which one is worse? Which one is worse?
That's hard to answer. That's hard to answer, man. For me personally, because one,
well, I'll give my reason here in a minute, but go ahead.
All right, so
like one is, you know what I'm saying. One is what's the word I'm looking for? One is like subtle, you know what I mean, and it's not as blatant, but it still promotes, it still promotes, something that's worldly. They both do. One is vulgar, so it's just like, but I feel like they both lead to you know what I mean, the same destination, you know what I mean, the same outcome. But if you forcing me to choose, I'll say the blatant one if you forcing me to choose. But I feel like, but you can't sleep on the ones that's subtle, you know what I mean? Because those are traps too.
And this is my whole thing why I said God did is the worst. Because which one would you rather have? A lion that you can see, that you run up on in the woods, or a snake hanging in a tree while you walking through the way? I wouldn't want neither one of them, but I would like to know about that snake hanging through the way. I would like to know about that snake hanging through the way, because out of nowhere you get and you don't even know who did it.
And that's my whole reason.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
The deception is worse.
Come on. I guess my reason is because, me being with the eyes that I have now is just blatant, it's just boom. But yeah, but like I said, you know what I'm saying, that being subtle and that deception, that's, hey man,
that's worse.
Trick bag. That's a trick bag right there, because you think you're doing something right. You think the Most High blessing you, and you filled with the spirit of pride and lust and envy and, you know what I'm saying, the strife. You can't, I don't know, you can't possibly keep continuing and think that God did with that. But hey, I guess some people fall into that, man. I mean, we see it every day. So,
but yeah. they put so much glitter on that, boy. I'm trying to tell you, it's like so many glitter, and none of that is just so much fecal. And it's like they keep on repetitively doing it, but it's like they done with the rap community anyway, because they've already achieved everything that they needed to achieve. They just letting it roll until they can't use it no more. They don't really need rap or hip hop. Yeah, no.
The only one that's gonna be doing music is those that outright say who they doing music for, and that's what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, they're gonna take you out. That's what we're going.
You saying as far
ain't
as
no more,
though, right?
Ain't finna be no more hiding behind it. You see what I'm saying? And going back to what y'all saying, like with the God there, and then we're gonna get some light in here with all this dark. We're gonna turn the light on here in a minute.
That's right.
That's right. The whole God thing, what the God did, they're promoting to people that, like I stated, that have a fear of God, but yet they know they live in a wicked lifestyle. They don't want to let it go. And like I said, you have those that's in that walk or living their life like that, still thinking that they could give credit to the Most High from actions that they know they doing wrong. That's the thing, man. So, and it's just giving steam or momentum to that spirit behind that mindset, and it's just keeping our people trapped in that, man. And we just got to pray for them and strive to be a light for them. So next thing we're gonna go into, man, Kevo came through. We're gonna get some light in here, man. Kevo just dropped a new single. All right. Crowns, right? That's what we're gonna get ready to dive into, man. Speaking about some light bars, right? Some light but heavy bars. So let's get it, man. You want to introduce this song as we get ready to go into it?
Creating this, I tried to come up with I was trying to come up with a catchy name, but I couldn't come up with one. I just kept it, you know what I mean, with the song, with the theme of the hook of the song was. So this is a song I wrote last week, actually, and shot it, actually wrote it, I believe, about 2 weeks ago, and then this passing Sunday ended up shooting a video to it. The song was called Crown. So
you wrote it about 2 weeks ago?
Not that long, yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the spot now, but it wasn't that. The song is not a month, not even a month old yet. So I literally, fortunately, we was able to shoot it. So
okay, Kevo. 2 weeks.
Oh, you know what he's on.
Okay, Kevo. Come on, let's give it up for Kevo. Writing the song 2 weeks and then dropping the video. All right.
I ain't the first to do that.
Hey, so also we want to send some credits out to Shadayawa. Actually shot and edited this video. So we gonna give some more up for Shadayawa. Oh, Shadawa. So we about to get ready to play this thing now. We're gonna go ahead and get it pulled up here. And y'all get ready for this thing here. We're going to get us down because I know y'all don't want to see us while y'all see this video. So, here we go.
Over here thinking about the times when I was lost, confused, angry, not knowing self.
Okay.
To now understanding who I am, what I want, where I want to be, where I'm headed. I think I'm on track. Had forgot who I was, broke away from the crowd. It was cramping my style. Yeah, I had to let go. Righteousness is the now, and I'm living it loud. Know I'm making you proud. I wasn't living right, nobody showed me how. Started searching, had to listen for that sound. Look what I found, now in my dreams and my sleep I witnessed something profound. I see a man in the clouds with a crown, giving out crowns. At the first I wasn't true to self, missed the presentation of the exterior, but what's inside the shell? I'm just a shell of myself. As long as I continue to shelve my inner self, I'm not being who I'm meant to be. Dealing in a false sense, I'm imitating something else. Second-handed, third-handed, lot of hands then passed down this cookie cutter way of life. We buying it, plus we sell it, and so the cycle continues round like a carousel. This is generational, it stops here if I can help. Collecting lost pieces like seashells on the shore. I'm sure that I have killed the former things, put it to bed. Heavy quilt, peeling back layers to free myself. Spirit breaking out, ironic. Choose this day, who you serve, everything's bondage. Operate in the shade or illuminate wattage. I broke away from doing the same old thing, same old games they all play. I switched the topic on them. Had forgot who I was, broke away from the crowd. It was cramping my style. Yeah, I had to let go. Righteousness is the now, and I'm living it loud. Know I'm making you proud. I wasn't living right, nobody showed me how. Started searching, had to listen for that sound. Look what I found. Now in my dreams and my sleep, I witnessed something profound. I see a man in the clouds with a crown, giving out crowns. Nothing was given, everything was earned. Quadruple the L. Life lessons, live and learn, but only if you turn towards instruction instead of curving it. I heard it, hear it, upper echelon. This wisdom caught the whisper, on the verge of fully committing to what was wicked, spirit quickened. I was in the mix like Biz Quick was handpicked to be an addition to something greater. Youngin' couldn't envision this. Repentant pivot, turn my foot from mischief. What's realer than this? Yeah, that's official. It's what I'm into. My faith strengthened, not crippled. After all the hardships I endured and the pain that I've been through, ripping a number 2 pencil, I express my issue. Never fickle with this word, no, these epistles, ain't no misuse here. I took a risk, I love this life, that's truth or dare. I laid down in that water, let's keep that crystal clear. Soul searching, cause it's good for your health. Started losing the crowd, that's when I found myself. And that's real, had forgot who I was. Broke away from the crowd, it was cramping my style. Yeah, I had to let go. Righteousness is the now, and I'm living it loud. Know I'm making you proud. I wasn't living right, nobody showed me how. Started searching, had to listen for that sound. Look what I found. Now in my dreams and my sleep, I witnessed something profound. I see a man in the clouds with a crown, giving out crowns.
Man,
TBT Radio Live.
that boy went in. My favorite bar of the whole thing that just stuck out to me was like, man, I hit that water. Let's make that crystal clear. Was that a double entendre?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. No, it wasn't nothing crazy to think about. But yeah, it was. I like that bar too. When I thought of it, I was like, yeah, I gotta keep that.
Yeah, that's dope. You wrote that 2 weeks ago.
Man.
But all praise. Hey, I'm glad y'all shared that though. I'm glad y'all shared that with y'all audience.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, we shared the nonsense. Why not share something that makes sense?
All right, that's right. That's right. Shout out to Deacon Yakai in the comments. Get you some of them incense in a world that don't make sense. Come on.
Man, I had that beat. I actually had that beat for about a year, since last year. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I don't know. And then recently, I just I don't know. The spirit of songs kind of just been on me just to write more often. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I was playing the beat over and over, and then it just came to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the spirit be working sometimes. Cause around this time last year, I had the beat. I'm I couldn't think of nothing, but just I don't know. The spirit just hit me. The hook just came, and I just went from there.
Yeah, that thing was definitely slapping. That thing was definitely slapping. I like it. I like it. Like I told you, man. You when it comes to bars, you top 5 for me, man. You top 5. Some of these bars go over people's head. Everybody gotta start listening to Kevo more.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I know I'll be talking my stuff like I'm the greatest lyricist on the planet, but there's people out here who crazy. You know what I mean? I talk my stuff a little bit sometimes, but I'm humble with it. Sincerely humble with it for real. I mean, I'm all right. I ain't the best dog. I gotta be humble. I'm all right.
Hey, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Y'all make sure y'all go see that video too, man. That video was crazy as well.
Anything or any motivation behind that song, or anything within the song you want to share with the audience before we get ready to get out of here? Any motivation, good words, encouragement?
For Crown, I mean, the theme of the song is, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that came to me was the hook. You know, I see a man in the clouds with a crown giving out crowns, and in the scriptures and apocrypha, I don't remember what chapter it was, I would have to go find it, but I remember reading, of these saints, these people who was tried, and they somebody was being shown a vision. I'm not sure who it was. I don't know if it was Ezra. I don't want to mess it up. But it was being shown a vision, and it was somebody was giving other people giving these saints crowns and handshakes, you know what I mean, giving them approval and stuff, and he was asking who is this, and they was just saying this is the faithful one, or this is the servant of the Most High, and you know, and we always, and I just wanted that to be a reminder, like, why, you know, we uh actually seek the Most High the way we do, and that, you know, it's a constant reminder that there's a reward. You know what I mean? That crown symbolizes, you know, eternal life here and well done. You know what I mean? And receiving the promises of the Most High. So that's basically the theme and the inspiration behind the song.
And that's great, man. So, in the complete opposite of what's being promoted in secular music, like I said, we'll have more of these shows, Father willing. Y'all keep us lifted in prayer. Uh, that, you know, the Most High can continue to bless us, and that we get things together where we can continue to come before you all. But like I said, it's a complete opposite of what we're promoting and standing for. We have to find a way to get this word out more and more, and encourage this spirit and invoke this spirit of Christ more and more in the world, and to our people as much as we can, because they're being bombarded with what we talked about earlier. Whether we like it or not, we can't sit right here and sit on our hands and say, well, we ain't nothing we can do. Yes, help us get this platform to them. Support, share, you know, send concepts and ideas to COEENT12, you know, to our email. Like, this concept stemmed from you know, something, you know, Kevo, I think Chop was in the midst of that conversation as well, of, you know, us eventually doing something like we're doing now by dissecting the bars. And it was spearheaded from the last show. If you haven't seen the last show where One was you know, pretty much speaking on his project self-examination, right?
Con.
Or self-examination.
It's I think it's self-examination.
Yeah. That project, that show, it was a lot of, like, that's where it came from. We was, you know, going into the meaning of those songs.
Yeah, but
like, it's behind a lot of the songs that's in this truth. So we're gonna, you know, do this platform, and for those that's open to come on, we're gonna really allow people to see what you're listening to, so you can really feed into that spirit, because it's a spiritual war, whether we like it or not. So
I like when people break down bars, because I don't, just me personally, because if it gives for me, it gives the song more value, make me appreciate the art more when I actually can see the bars and actually hear, you know, the actual breakdown of the thought process of the artist and why they chose to, you know, put that certain scheme or whatever, choose whatever words they use, and, you know, there's always a story behind it. So yeah, I like when artists do that.
Look, check this out. So I'm gonna put this out there. So I just launched my website as well, Future Inspirations. We do lyric videos and different things like that. No high advanced stuff, but something nice that's gonna get it across, you know, for you. So if you need lyric videos, come holler at me. Future Inspirations is in what do they call that thing? I'm gonna put it in the chat, but the description, there we go, it's in the description, because just looking at a lot of these videos and seeing the lyrics and stuff, it's starting to make things hit a whole lot more different. Because what the description say, you know, when we blessed our eyes to see. So that's not the one. Show him, help me out, the one about reading. He that readeth.
I know the one. Are you talking about when it speaks about us seeking after a sign? Is that the one you're speaking about?
Nah, that's not the one. It's the one pretty much when it talks about, you know, about us reading the word. When we read the word and different things like that, we're blessed. I can't think about what it is, but when I do, I'm gonna mention it on the next show. But pretty much,
Approved, is it?
No sir. But I'm gonna get it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I ain't been to that precept in a while. That's why it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like, okay, you know. But outside of that, you know, just seeing something like Kevo said, it brings a whole lot of value. It brings so much value when you start reading the words versus just listening to the words.
So
stuff don't really fly over your head. I mean, you may have stuff that fly over your head, but if you actually got the lyrics and somebody breaking down why they said certain stuff, you're like, okay, it makes it a lot clearer for certain songs. You know what I mean? Only for certain songs.
So I said, that's something we look to do. Y'all keep us lifted once again in prayer, because prayer is one of our main weapons. Don't forget to use it. Keep it use it as a sword, sharpen it up, be in your prayer closet, wherever you need to do. Because as we can see, we in some dark times, but the light shall prevail.
Kind.
Keep your lamps, lit.
Hit it all the way. All the
Yeah.
way.
Don't let that one go over your head.
Right.
It should be straightforward. So with that, man, we're gonna get to wrap it up. Appreciate you all coming through. Pray you enjoyed the show. Chops on you, man.
Yeah, so make sure, like I said, y'all go check my website out as well. I just opened it up to the public. Future Inspirations with a Z.com. I'm gonna put it in the description down here. We offering many services, from album cover, visualizers, website design, mixing, mastering, recording. We even got a class for mixing and mastering and home studio recording as well. You think it, we doing it, and if we don't know, and if we ain't doing it, we know somebody that's doing it. Still come chop it up with us. So with that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, support. If you got if you want to support the show, send something to the Cash App or to the PayPal. That's also in the description as well. Hey, make sure y'all don't forget to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that TVT Radio just went live.
And with that, family, we're gonna pray on it, and we're gonna stay on it.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Appreciate it.
Oh, you already know it.